Every woman wants a good man. Every woman wants a good man, and what's more appealing than a revolutionary in a fitted cap? Him Rasta, under the hat, under the act, no Oscar, a mandingo who thinks quick but speaks slow with a swag that reeks go, and he's ready. A renegade with a steady blade, cut from a cloth that was fashioned in a fabric that was patterned after Panther's passion. And all these ratchets, swear to God, they can have them. Oh, you think you can handle a Chairman Fred Hampton? Oh, you Mama Akua too. You read her story thinking you could do it too. You think you got what it takes to be the queen of a Mumia Abu Jamal. All in all, yeah, you are down, sister. But if your mister was a political prisoner, how long would you stay down, sister? Because average Joes get average Joes, and he's been chose. So no, I'm not talking about running behind a street soldier hugging blocks. I'm talking about jogging with a juggernaut. Either you a thug or not. The only cause with the clause is that the clause comes with no office or hours. And the building keeps moving when you build a movement. Could you get in tune with the changes? Could you handle the fire of a freedom fighter? Imagine what you got to be if your king's a black messiah. Could you keep him inspired when he's tired? Would you make home a heaven or a hell or hell? Would you believe him or hail him as a heathen if his honor was honestly to the people first? Whether leading the church or seeding the hurt, could you follow him knowing his steps could lead to the dirt? Could you see him in a hearse? What if he told you he was leaving in March? To lead in the march, away from his seed in his heart. Because of a seed in his heart, could you see in his heart? Have belief in a mark towards a high calling, or do I hear crickets chirping? Would you desert him if his purpose took precedence over any relationships at present tense? Would you press intense? I'm saying, could you invest in his interests? Share his heart with a mistress, minus the hips and tits, but just as tempting as any other temptress. And she's carrying this baby with no prior intercourse. Just in the course of creating change, they created change that bore her name, Revolution. And she sure know how to choose them, noose them when she seduce them, refuse to lose them. Could you miss them for the mission? Could you miss missionary? Could you handle the vision of a visionary? Would you beat down or be scary on the battlefield? Could you battle hills for mountains? Could you keep your fountain faithful and sacred when you mount them? Could you handle the outcome of a Malcolm? I'm saying, what if his job was working for God and had no tangible pension? Would you be throwing tantrums and bitching, or would you try to assist him? Or try to convince him to hope for a system for diamonds and riches? I'm saying, would you spaz or shabazz? Get on your Betty thing, Coretta King. Could you put it all on your wedding ring? If you caught this man flirting with freedom, would you let it ring? Would you spaz or shabazz? Get on your Betty thing, Coretta King. Could you put it all on your wedding ring? If you caught this man flirting with freedom, would you let it ring? See, we hail these dudes for big shoes with big dudes, but we forget who watches the feet. We hail these dudes for big dudes with big shoes, but we forget who washes the feet. Way before the victory the rest of the world receives, yeah. Who watched him mobilize with mobilize? Gave up everything in their normal lives for everything but normal lives, and to no surprise, he's great. But I think sometimes we underestimate what it takes. No, for real, we underestimate what kind of woman it takes. No, we underestimate what it takes. I mean the loss. Loving a brother, building a legacy could cost. Because while he's out here fighting for just us, it's not just y'all. It's a just cause. And just cause, the system want to lynch him. Even the niggas in the street want to clap at him like talented strippers. And long after this world has put him in the ground, in the grave, guess what? Them seeds still got to be raised. So I'm asking, how strong is your garden? Could you be the goddess of a God with a Garvey heart? A Huey spark, just trying to leave his mark in his life? Do you really get what it takes to be a revolutionary's wife? They asked me. It's just something to think about. I responded, without a blink of doubt. Absolutely. Thank you.